Hi guys, it's 10 past 3 or 5, no, 10 past 5 in the morning, AM, and I'm just technically getting up, and some of you guys wanted to have an update about Miranda. There she is, she's lit in all her glory. I've decided to start doing some YouTube tutorials on timer circuits and a few other things, but before I can start that I've got to get some parts to come to me. So they'll be here around about the 22nd, 23rd. So look for seeing some intro videos then where I explain in very layman's terms. I'm not an electrical engineer, okay? Let me be frank and foremost, okay? I am not an electrical engineer. I do not claim to be an electrical engineer. I actually know some electrical engineers. I enjoyed design and realization classes in school where we learned electrical engineering, but my school didn't offer a more in-depth electrical engineering. So the majority of the information I get from other electrical engineers like Dave Jones, Ben Heck, stuff like that. If you want to check them out, videos, links to their videos channels will be down below. Dave Jones is an Aussie. I'm a Pommy. It's fine. And he is based in Melbourne, I think. He's in Australia, and or is it New South Wales? I can't remember offhand. No, New South Wales is Mighty Car Mods. Anyway, I'm a big fan of Australian YouTube channels, and one of the things that keeps bugging me is I like to use certain electronics and they're not compatible for certain things, as Bad Gringles or Bad Generals send some of his 555 lighting videos. Again, I'll post a link to his channel down below if you haven't followed him already. And I've decided to put more video content up here on my modeling channel and just stick to just stream highlights on my gaming channel right now, with the occasional tank or plane review from War Thunder, World of Tanks, etc. That's not here or there. I'm actually here to let you guys know that I've actually started on my riding. And if you don't know what a riding is, that's a riding. Arrival to the Corsair from Japan. Fortunately, she entered into the war very late, and I've started the internals / silvering of the Zero. I have and I've also primed the wings. I have a unique way of doing certain things, and one of those is I like to heavily weather my planes. So I have been starting on the Zero, but I'll be doing the Let's build on the Interceptor riding first, and occasionally swap out to update processes of the Zero. No photo etch, all just straight out the box. If I'm gonna scratch build something, I will let you know in that video what I scratch build. Okay? No photo etch needed, because Tamiya make really good bloody kits. I know, I'm a bit of a Tamiya fanboy. Tamiya Tiger, Tamiya Zero, Tamiya Walker Bulldogs, Tamiya P51 Mustang. Huge Tamiya fan. Love Tamiya. They're just everyone goes, well, you're gonna love Dragon. I've got one Dragon kit, which is the Sherman, and it's a pain in the ass. So again, everyone likes their own things, what they like. Anyway, back to the lady behind me. It is not my only light up shit that I've done. I'm going to fandangle the tripod for a quick second. Above me, as you can see, is the Klingon D7 Bird of Prey. There's also a... what else is there? There's also the Assimilated Enterprise A, and my wife's F4U Crusader jet that I lit up. The jet engines are lit up, the cockpit's lit up, nav lights, strobe lights, they all work, running lights, that all works. Also, I'd like to mention I am working on a website where I will be doing more detailed written reviews, as well as the video review to accompany it. For example, if I get the I don't know, the Deep Space Nine Cardassian Galore model kit, I have one up there for a customer. I've got to get back to working on that. But if I get one of those for myself, I will give you an honest, unbiased, blunt review. I'll also give you a written review with some photos, some very clear photos. I've got an old DX6 camera. It's a good camera, it really is. Works for my tripod, works for the rest of my stuff, but I'm in the process of building my own light box. I'm also in the process of making a much bigger spray booth. As you can see, guys, I've got my spray booth here. Okay, I know I should really just move the camera, but as you can see, I've got my spray booth there, but I'm looking at making it wider so I can fit bigger models, just like her in there, the Enterprise, stuff like that. Other than, because normally what I do is I have to get a whole bunch of fish wrapper, you know what I'm talking about, the regular newspaper stuff, and start taping it everywhere, and painter's tape is actually going up in price. And I figured, you know what, I'll do a build log on building your own paint booth, because a lot of people keep asking me, how did I build my paint booth? And a friend of mine built it, Pete Hurtado. He built that. And so what I plan on doing is I plan on getting the wood. I plan on measuring it a bajillion times, cutting once, maybe taking the wood down to his place and, cutting it, building it, and have him do the wiring and the electronics, but have him do a detailed schematic. Again, I'm going to put it on the Top Hat Modeling Props website, which I'm still building, by the way, which is a pain in the ass right now, because I also have DeceptiveEnt.net, which is my entertainment channel where I do radio commercials, serious radio. I do regular radio commercials, I do Second Life commercials, and serious radio commercials. I actually do voice acting now as well, so if you don't know who I am, then boy, you need to find out. Trust me, I do different voices and can't find my khakis, and just stuff like that, What the deuce? I just do simple voiceovers for like phone pranks, like you call someone's phone number and you get Stewie as an answering machine, stuff. I do stuff like that to help offset the bills and a few other things. But I also stream on Twitch. But this video is not about Twitch or on my gaming channel or anything like that. This is about modeling. And I just wanted to let you guys know this. Today I plan on cleaning up the putty, gluing the warp missiles on because they're only being held on with tape right now. Gluing the warp missiles on, but before I do that, I've got to measure up the warp engine grill you see here, mask that off, primer this sucker. Once the primer is done, I've still got to leave the masking tape on. Then I've got to hit it with the base coat and a few other things so that I can start getting the base colors down. Now I went with the one side warp nacelle instead of both sides because this is the mirrored universe. This hence no roll bar. Everyone's like, where the hell's a roll bar? No roll bar. That's a mirrored universe Miranda class. If you're a Star Trek person, you know what I'm talking about by the mirrored universe. The mirrored universe is where the Federation is evil, not good. Where they enslave races, they don't bring them into the Federation, they just conquer their homeworlds. For example, Cardassians, Klingons, and Bajorans are all allies against the Federation. And the Federation have the Romulan Empire, the Romulan/Reman Empire. It's gonna bug me. Romulan, Reman, Vulcan, Andorian. They have like 19 different empires, and humans are the only ones who are allowed to be in positions of rank. So Vulcans can only be, you know, communications officers like Uhura. If you've ever watched Enterprise, the TV show, they covered the mirrored universe in that, along with the original Star Trek Enterprise TV show. You know, the evil Kirk, you know, where they got the goatees, you know, and the evil Spock. They also covered it in Next Generation, and I believe they even covered it in Deep Space Nine. The only universe they didn't, the only Star Trek show that didn't cover the mirrored universe, I believe, was Voyager. Yeah, I think Voyager was the only one that didn't, because Voyager didn't, you know, have the whole Bajoran orb of whatever, or this, that, and the other, and transporter malfunctions, or the warp gates, or yeah. So there's that. So this is a mirrored universe Miranda class, which is heavily based on Star Trek Online, which I know is not canon. Hey guys, before you start yelling, you know, there should be a roll bar, damn it, you know, and all this other canon crap. This is not canon. This is my take, and what a mirrored universe Miranda class reconnaissance ship should be, because the Miranda class was used as reconnaissance, as science, and intern light cruiser, I believe. And so you see a lot of these. Also, you actually see a couple of NX class ships in the Attack on Deep Space Nine episode, where the Federation are actually going in to attack Deep Space Nine. You actually see two of these, one with the roll bar, one without the roll bar, get destroyed while trying to defend the Defiant from some Jem'Hadar attack ships. So I'm also, you know, taking screen grabs from where I can and whatnot, and looking at online technical documentation. When this is finished, I do plan on taking some pictures of her and showing Doug Drexler. If you don't know who Doug Drexler is, Google, man, Google. Doug Drexler was the VFX specialist for Next Generation. He actually appeared in several episodes of Next Generation. He was also the VFX specialist for Deep Space Nine and Enterprise. I don't think he did it for Voyager, but I could be wrong. But no, he is a great guy. He'll talk to you on Facebook, you know, if you're a member of his. He's got so many Facebook fans, Facebook will not allow him to have any more. He has reached the Facebook friends cap of 4,000 plus. And it's amazing, and yet he finds time to talk to every single one of them. You know, if you catch him at the right time. I mean, I asked him a question about, is there going to be a new Star Trek TV show? And he went into depth in explaining to me that there's a non-compete clause from Bad Robot to Paramount, which is why Paramount or Fox or CBS hasn't put out a Star Trek TV show. It's not about the money, guys. A lot of people thought it was about the money. It's actually about a non-compete clause that Bad Robot has put, because Bad Robot owns the Star Trek movie stuff. So yeah, you want to hate anyone? Hate Bad Robot, which apparently is up on the 30th of this month. The non-compete is up. So fingers crossed, you know, fingers crossed, we'll get some good news coming from Doug Drexler, maybe Paramount, maybe CBS, about a new Star Trek TV show. And if that happens, I know so many special effects guys that I wish them all the luck in the world. Steve Neal, Doug Drexler, Model Man Tom, Tony McCash. They are all amazing modelers / special effects guys that could use the business. You know, they could use it. That honestly, I feel with the space program, with the NASA space program, this video is going to go on for a while. So you know, if you want to nitpick, I understand. But the NASA space program, with the funding being pulled and the shuttles being grounded, I honestly feel is taking us back as a race hundreds of years for each week that passes. Yeah, we've got a Mars rover. Yay. We've got a Wally on a bloody different planet. Yay. We're talking about manned missions going to Pluto and Jupiter. No. How about we redo stuff with the moon? Think about it. Just think about it for a minute. Yeah, I understand that you've got background radiation and a few other things that would severely hamper the prospects or even the aspects of colonizing the moon. You know, well, that fact that the moon has less gravity than Earth, that's fine, and that Mars has comparable gravity to Earth, and that's fine and all, but, you know, how about some scientists make some anti-gravity plates, or some transporters, or God fucking forbid, a replicator? We can make 3D printers, okay? The science behind a replicator is actually applicable science. You want a cup of coffee, it takes the moisture from the air, from the clouds. You want meat, it takes base protein, alters it to make it taste like chicken, pork, fish, whatever. You're eating fish, well, your mouth is telling you it's fish, but in actuality it's just baseline proteins that's taken from soy, taken from the earth. Do you see what I'm saying? The base principles of replicator technology is there. Granted, you'll get some idiots that will make replicated guns, or replicated, you know, this, that and the other. But think about it, replicators would end world hunger. You would have no need for food stamps. You would have no need for food banks. You would have no need for soup kitchens. You would have no need for foreign aid. All you would need to do is build the replicators and just ship them to third, second world countries. Africa, Haiti, hell, England, certain parts of Scotland, certain parts of fucking England is basically third world country. But no, China even. Think about it. Just think about it. What could a replicator do? Oh, I know, you know, you put in your grandma's recipe for a chicken soup and you're sick. Replicator just makes it for you. There and then. Steaming hot, yummy, yummy, yum, num, 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 done. Think, would that not make life on this planet more easier? We wouldn't have to cull cows, chicken, fish, pork, deer, you name it. We wouldn't have to hunt rhinos or elephants or lions or tigers or any other creature. I've in effect made every tree-hugging druid happy. I've in effect just made every Greenpeace happy, because you wouldn't have to hunt whales. So there'd be no whale wars anymore. Think about it, you go to a replicator, you say, I'd like minke whale, please. And it makes you a minke whale soup or whatever. You know? Shark fin soup, turtle soup, whatever. Don't fucking matter. It's not the real stuff. The real creature didn't die. Creatures can live in harmony with the rest of us on this goddamn planet. I have literally made every opposing group in every way happy. And again, as I said, you get these gun right activists. Oh, what's going to stop you from replicating a fucking gun? What's stopping me from 3D printing a gun, you twat? Your argument is invalid. Oh, what's stopping you from replicating a knife? Well, it's not hard to put software restrictions or hardware restrictions in food replicators. If it doesn't replicate an organic thing, it can't replicate. It's a metal, can't be replicated. So yeah, granted, your plates and your forks and your knives, you know, wouldn't be metal. You'd have a plastic bowl and a plastic knife or a plastic fork or a plastic spoon. melts it, puts it back into something else, or stores it in a data pool or a transporter beam or whatever, you know. Don't even get me started on transporters. We actually know that it's possible.
But it's mathematically impossible. You can't have a computer process the amount of DNA that a human being...
Bollocks. 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 Right now, in applied science, in several universities, they're working on moving an apple from point A to point B, and they've almost literally got it done. They just need the funding. And that's what it comes down to. This. Sick and tired of this holding back our fucking race. We put more value on the almighty fucking dollar, pound, Deutschmark, Reich, whatever you fucking want to call it, more so than the evolution and progression of our own species. Lions don't care how much a gazelle costs per pound. Elephant doesn't care how much a tree leaf costs. Giraffe doesn't care how much a eucalyptus costs. Panda doesn't care how much bamboo costs or sugar cane. Now does it? No, it just does it. It lives its life. There are times when I wish I was an animal. I would have a happier life. I wouldn't have to worry about bills like electricity or heat or buying a freaking model kit. But I'm a human being. And we make mountains bigger than Mount Everest out of literally a bump in the dirt. Why? Because of the almighty fucking dollar. I'm not a greedy man. I'm not. You wanna know how much I'm charging my friend for that Kardashian galore ship? Nothing. I'm paying for the acrylic, I'm paying for the LEDs, I'm paying for the resistors, I'm paying for the strip LEDs, I am paying for the paints, I am paying for everything on that ship, and when I hand it to him, I don't want nothing. No money, no nothing. I'm just grateful that I have something to do. How is that hard for people to understand? It's like these spoilt bastard kids. I need the new iPhone 9 or the... No, do you want it or do you need it? There's a difference between want and need. Because want has nothing to do with need. Want will always lead you to greed. That is something my nan always used to say to me. Now, growing up as a kid in South London, we didn't have all the fucking money in the world. Okay? I would buy a used computer console and used games. Couldn't afford brand new. Still to this day, I don't buy brand new. I don't. The games I play on my PC, if they're not a Christmas gift or a birthday gift. I've just got Titanfall. Titanfall's been out for almost a year now, plus 2 years. And I've just got Titanfall. Story of my life, I never get anything day of release. Because I'm gonna never have this. But you know what? I'm 100 times more happy never having this than some beep who's got more money than brains. You can be an Arab in Abu Dhabi sitting on trillions of oil. You're more stressed about the person standing next to you killing you and taking what's yours rather than I am. Why? What honestly, what do I have? I have some 40k armies that I paint. I have a tiger. I have model kits. I have a loving wife. I have 2 loving children. You can't take those away. I don't care if Brad Pitt shows up on my front door, looks at my wife and says, come away, run away with me. Because if my wife says no, I'm blessed. If she kicks him in the balls and says, go fuck yourself, I'm doubly blessed. I'm gonna leave this rant here, so anyway, I want to wish my wife a happy birthday. I love you, darling. And look forward to your sauteed mushrooms and avocado stuffed chicken for dinner tonight. And the rest of you guys, thanks for your comments, your questions, your queries. I am back. I'm going to be doing more update videos, more rants, more raves, stuff like that. This is the sort of video you just want to have running in the background while you're doing other things, you know. But I want to thank you all. I want to thank all 400 of you. Yes, I've got over 400 subscribers now. Crazy, you know. There's 400 plus people out there that want to listen to what I have to say or look at what I'm doing, and it just blows my mind. That's just blows my mind. Anyway, guys, comment down below. I don't care about thumbs up or thumbs down. I know, but you know, YouTube apparently does. So for YouTube's sake, not mine, give me a thumbs up. Okay, guys. So I'm in this video. Peace and love, and respect. Take care, my lovelies, and I'll see you all on the far side or in the next video. Either way, it's all good. So say we all.